Now let the eye of attention wander back to Carrot, currently dutifully writing a letter home to his adoptive parents.
Dearest Father, well, here I am in Ankh-Morpork. It is not like at home. I don't think the people know right from wrong here. I found Captain Vimes in a common alehouse. I believe he was the worse for drink. He told me to find a place to stay and report to Sergeant Colin at the watch house. He said anybody wanting to join the guard needed their head examined. Perhaps this is done for reasons of hygiene. I will write again soon. Your loving son, Carrot.
Cushy number, this route, Lance Constable Carrot. You stick with me, I'll show you the ropes.
Oh, this is very kind of you, Corporal Nobbs. I hope I can apprehend a miscreant in the act.
Yeah. Why did you have to become a guard, lad?
Everyone keeps asking me that. I didn't have to, I wanted to. Look, I came because my dad said it was the finest job in the world, upholding the law and everything. That's right, isn't it?
Well, as to that, I mean, upholding the law. I mean, years ago, yes, before we had all these guilds and stuff. Oh, I don't know. You keeps your head down and you rings your bell. 12 of the clock and all's well.
And that's it? Can I have a go?
Oh, yeah.
12 of the clock and all's well!
Shut up!
But all is well, isn't it?
It won't be if you don't quit making that noise. Give it here!
I don't understand. I've got this book here, The Laws and Ordinances of the Cities of Ankh and Morpork.
Never heard of them. Now just shut up. You don't want to go making a din like that. You could attract all sorts, and we don't want to be tangling with people like that. Now, come on, this way. Here we are. An inn.
Open at this hour?
Don't see why not. Damn useful idea. The Mended Drum. It's your shout, I think.
Strong drink is a mocker!
No! When I said it's your shout, I didn't... Oh, never mind. Look, there's the captain and Sergeant Colin. Let's just go see what's going on.
What was going on, in fact, was quite a lot of drinking and a good time being had all around, right up until Carrot began to try to arrest the bartender with a rather long list of offenses. At that point, someone predictably threw a glass and the fight was on. Carrot won, but only barely, and the other members of the watch had been steadying their nerves. They were now so steady that all four were relying on the other three to keep them upright and steer.
So shame on you, drunk in front of a superior officer. Oh, this wall assaulted me. You think you're tough, eh? Well, I'm an officer of the law, love, you know, and we don't take any, Sergeant, what is it we don't take any of?
Chances, sir.
Where are we?
On the way home, just going down Sweetheart Lane.
Sweetheart Lane's not on the way home. It's in the shades. Catch us in the shades after dark.
The Shades!
Every city in the multiverse has a part that is something like Ankh-Morpork's shades. It's usually the oldest part and is a kind of black hole of bred in the brickwork lawlessness. Put it like this. Even the criminals were afraid to walk the street.
What are we gonna do, Captain?
We could call for help.
What? Here in the shades? We must have turned left out of Silver Street instead of right.
Well, that's one mistake we won't make again in a hurry. We must form a square.
Hey, what was that?
What?
There was again sort of a leathery sound, more sort of slithery.
Well. Sergeant, take some men and go investigate that, will you?
Investigate what, sir?
No, I've got a better idea. We'll all go. Oh, my.
Shut up, Captain. It could have been worse.
Yes, that could have been us.
The next morning, Vimes showed the evidence to the city's current ruling lord. You need a special kind of mind to rule a city like Ankh-Morpork, and the patrician, Lord Vetinari, had it. Under his hand, for the first time in 1,000 years, Ankh-Morpork operated. It was said that he could tolerate absolutely anything, except anything that threatened the city. Oh, and mime artists. Strange aversion, but there you are. Anyone trying a mime act in Ankh-Morpork would very quickly find themselves in the Scorpion Pit, on one wall of which was painted the advice,
Learn the words.
It seems to be the outline of 3 people, my lord patrician, in the brickwork. But the bricks all around the outline seem to have been subjected to an immense heat, which has vitrified the wall around it.
And do you have an opinion about all this, Captain?
Well, sir, I know that the dragons, big ones at least, have been extinct for thousands of years, sir.
Yes?
But the thing is, sir, do they know? Sergeant Colin reported hearing a leathery sound right before the offense.
So, you think an extinct and indeed a quite possibly an entirely mythical dragon flew into the city, landed in this narrow alley, incinerated a couple of criminals, and then flew away? One might say it was a very public-spirited creature. No, in my opinion, it's some kind of local warfare. Possibly a rival gang has hired a wizard.
It could be related to the recent strange thefts of magical objects, sir.
Quite. I'll have that wall painted over once. We don't want people jumping to silly conclusions.
Is that wise, sir?
You don't think a frieze of ghastly shadows will cause comment and speculation, Mr. Secretary?
Not as much as fresh paint in the shades, sir.
Good point. Have some men demolish it. Vimes.
Yes, sir.
Good show of initiative, Vimes. Patrolling in the shades. Well done. Carry on, Captain. And do come down heavily on any rumors about dragons, won't you?
As you wish, sir.
Well, I guess that's that.
No, it isn't. Look, something is all wrong. These footprints come out of the alley, but they don't go in. So, something big and fiery came out of this alley, but didn't come into it. And the patrician is worried about it. I think we should get back to the watch house and give this some careful thought.
Dearest Mother, it has been a much better day. Captain Vimes has gone out to see a woman named Lady Ramkin. She breeds swamp dragons in her house, and has instructed us to keep an eye out for a big dragon, even though it doesn't exist really. I do not understand some of these watch duties. My partner Nobby says I have a lot to learn. I think this is true because I have only got up to page 326 in the Laws and Ordinances of the Cities of Ankh and Morpork. Your loving son, Carrot. Hello? Is someone there?
Look!
Not many people these days remarked on the fact that the librarian of Unseen University was an orangutan. The change had been brought on by a magical accident, and he was considered to have got off lightly. After all, he was still basically the same shape. He resisted all attempts to turn him back. He felt that life as an orangutan had certain advantages over life as a human. It wasn't that he was unaware of the traumas of the human situation, it was just that, as far as he was concerned, you could stuff it.
Oh, hello. Ooh! I can't leave the office. I've had orders. Is that a smile? No? Someone hasn't committed a crime, have they? A bad crime, like murder? Worse than murder? Wow. Orders are orders, yes, but this is something else. The people in this city are capable of anything. Let's go. Wait, let me leave a note. Out fighting crime. Please call again later. Thank you.
The dragon on your shoulder looks very nice, Lady Ramkin.
Rubbish! I'm just training him up because shoulder sitters fetch twice the price. Oh, it sounds nice, I'll grant you. Then they realise it means soot burns, frizzled hair, and crap fall down their backs. Those talents dig in, too. Now then, Captain Vimes, was it? But Captain is such a dashing title, I've always thought. I mean, colonels and so on are always so stuffy. Majors are pompous, but one always feels that somehow there's something delightfully dangerous about a captain. What was it you wanted to ask me?
I was wondering, how big swamp dragons grow?
Well, you came all the way up here to ask me that. Well, I seem to recall Gayheart Talent Thrust of Ankh stood 14 thumbs high to a matlock.
That's,
About 3 foot 6 inches.
No bigger than that.
Oh, golly, no. He was a bit of a freak, actually. Mostly they don't get much bigger than 8 thumbs. Would you like to come out back and see the pens?
Well, I really don't know if I have.
Well, they're just this way. Won't take but a moment. There, aren't they lovely? Here's Moonpenny Duchess Marchpane, who's gravid at the moment. And here's Moonless Talon Thrust, too, who was best of breed at Pseudopolis last year. And this, I'm afraid, is good boy Bindle Featherstone of Quirm.
He seems a little pathetic, doesn't he? I mean, the wings are a little stubby, and their head is all the wrong shape. And aren't the big nostrils a hindrance to flight?
Oh, he can't fly. These things just happen. It's all down to genes, you know.
It is.
Well, one tries to breed for a good flame, depth of scale, correct colour, and so on. One just has to put up with the occasional total whittle. That's nature for you. At any rate, why did you want to know about swamp dragons?
Well, we have reason to believe that there may be a rather large dragon in the vicinity.
Someone's been playing tricks on you, old chap.
Well, there was circumstantial evidence. Rather unfortunate incident in the shades that ended with some crispy criminals.
But that would mean Draco Nobilis.
Pardon?
Draco Nobilis. The noble dragon. Well, as opposed to these fellows, Draco Vulgaris, the lot of them. But the big ones are all gone, you know. This really is nonsense. No two ways about it, all gone. Beautiful things they were, weighed tons, biggest things ever to fly. No one knows how they did it.
We now rejoin Carrot and the librarian in a building filled with row upon row of shelves, each shelf lined with books. Carrot is about to make a calculated guess.
This is the library, isn't it? Is there a body? A book has been taken. A book has been taken. You summoned the watch because someone's taken a book. You think that's worse than murder? This is practically a criminal offense, wasting watch time. Well, I don't see what we can do about it. All right, what's the book called? What? Oh, okay, 4 words. First word, small word, the second word, third word, small word, the A2 of the something of something. Second word, first syllable, fingers touching your fingers, thumb sounds like fingers, hand adding up, some cut off smaller words, some second syllable, small, very small syllable, a in none, summon, summoner, summoning, the summoning of something. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Fourth word, whole word, great big thing, huge thing, flapping, great big flapping, leaping thing, teeth, huffing, blowing, great big flowing, flapping thing, sucking fingers, hot, burnt, hot, great big hot, blowing, flapping thing.
Oh, don't worry. He'll get it eventually. Meanwhile, the elucidated brethren of the Ebon Knight are working their diabolical plans once more.
Vivat Draco, nos invito tu cum quisquilae, nos invito tu famulo, nos varo. Once again, brothers, we have achieved success.
And indeed they have, for even now there is a great big hot blowing flapping thing swooping over Ankh-Morpork.
Golly, look, it's using the thermals. That's what the fire is for. Do you realize we're very probably seeing something that no one has seen for centuries?
Yes, it's a bloody flying alligator setting fire to my city. How does it do something like that without burning its lips off?
Oh, that's just chemicals. They never actually have fire inside them unless they get a case of blowback.
What happens then?
You get dragon all over the scenery. They're not very well designed, I'm afraid, like little walking chemical factories. They can make flame-producing fuels out of the most unlikely substances and even rearrange their digestive organs overnight to deal with complex problems. But one misplaced hiccup in their geography.
Well, you've really studied them, haven't you? Even the big ones?
Oh, golly, yes. They're a great mystery, you know. There are legends, though, how one species started to get bigger and bigger and then just vanished. I think they just found somewhere that they could really be. We've got to find its lair.
Ye gods! Look! It's just blown up the watch house! We better get down there.
artc.org.